Welcome Transformers fans, my name is Composite EnerJoe and today I will be bringing you my review of the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Optimus Prime. And here he is in his iconic alt mode, which is based off of the Peterbilt 379 semi-truck. And here he is. And check out all these nice details from the smokestacks, from these headlights to the Autobot symbol. And yeah. This is a really nice truck mode. This might be one of my personal favorite truck modes that I've encountered, at least for Optimus. And before I mention anything else, there's one really cool feature that this has. If you notice carefully, if you look inside the driver's seat, there's a little sort of cowboy hat wearing driver in there. However, here's a cool thing: when you open this door, and it does open, the driver goes away. But then when you push the door back in, driver pops up. That is a really neat feature that I wish that more Transformers figures could do, because the Transformers have the ability to put up holographic drivers so that people don't question why is there like a truck or car driving by itself. So yeah, that is a really neat feature that I kind of like, that I really do like. I just wish that, and I'll mention more in robot mode. I wish that this didn't take up such a huge space here. And I'll mention in robot mode why. Small complaint here. I don't like these panels here, but I think that's just on my figure that these panels are so gappy. And also I don't like that this is visible, because this side is not so bad. But yeah, I like it. And I guess a little bit of history with this mold. This is a retool slash repaint of the original 2007 movie Voyager Optimus Prime. And initially, I originally thought that there were only 3 versions of that figure. I honestly didn't even know that this one existed until I got him. And then, but yeah, in the first movie line, this mold was used so many times, like 6 or 7 times. There was like a red one, a gold one, the original one, a more movie accurate one, a one that had more red, another that had more blue, a Target exclusive one with RoboVision, whatever that is, and just so much use. Like, wow. And I think after the first movie line, we then got this one, which is the Revenge of the Fallen one, and then this year it was even repainted one more time into something called Defender Optimus Prime, which I think has like more gray or black in it. Oh, and even in the first movie line, there was another one that had some black battle damage on it. So yeah, this mold got a lot of mileage, and I wasn't even aware of it until I started doing research for this figure. But yeah, and honestly, now that I have this in my hand, and I've messed around with him, I kind of see why he was reused, because this is a very nice figure. I actually really like this figure. I was pleasantly surprised with this one, because honestly, the only reason I owned this figure is because he came with Ironhide. Yeah, the Ironhide I had previously reviewed. I won him in an auction that also came with this Optimus Prime. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised with this one. This is a nice, solid figure. I don't know what it is about Optimus Primes, but like 9 times out of 10, the Optimus Prime figures are knockouts. They're great figures, at least for me, in my opinion. And well, one more thing before we get into transformation, he does have an attack mode. If you push down these smokestacks and pull this up, turn this this way, turn it that way, flip it forward, one smokestack cannon, down, fold up, fold up, there we go, fold this that way, fold it forward, and then overlap. And there you go, this is his attack mode. And you know what? I like it. I think this is a really neat attack mode. Because, well, one, I liked how it looked where they didn't look like weapons. I like how the smokestacks turned into these weapons, because you really couldn't tell. Like, this will come out as a surprise to anybody. Just out of nowhere, the smokestacks just start folding and then turn into cannons. And they are spring-loaded. There's like some switches here. Pull them back. And even the missiles are also well camouflaged. Because I was not expecting these things to actually fire, but they do. They're spring-loaded. Neat. So to get on with transformation, let me take off the smokestack cannons, and then we'll look at them later. So yeah, in the vehicle mode, in its alt mode, really nice alt mode, really solid. Not 100% movie accurate, but you can tell it's Optimus. This is Optimus Prime. This is movie Prime. I guess one other thing is that I do really like the weathered look that this have. He also has, because previous versions of this mold had really bright and vibrant colors, but this one they went in the direction of a more weathered look. And I kind of like it. It gives this Optimus Prime like some experience. This looks like an aged Optimus Prime that has seen some stuff, that has gone through so many battles. And I like it. I especially like this weathered effect on his Autobot symbol. And one thing I also noticed, I thought these were Cybertronian glyphs, but no, these are Japanese kanji. It took me a couple times to notice it, but yeah, this is Japanese, which is really neat. And I also believe that this one, if I remember correctly, this means fire in Japanese. That's the Japanese kanji for fire. Not 100%. It's been a while, but I think that's what that is. So let's get on to transformation, which is surprisingly satisfying. So yeah, you come up here, fold this back. I'm going to take on the legs, separate. And then we get to I'll fold this over. The one automorph that's in here, when you fold down this foot and you fold this down, this will pop out. Like, the idea is that this pops out a bit. Whoops. Not supposed to do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Just hold on 1 second. I'm going to fix it. Okay, I fixed it. Managed to get the panel back up. It's supposed to, like, slide up. I don't know what happened, but this leg has given me some problems. I don't know what I did. Maybe I transformed them too many times and it sort of maybe got damaged. But yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. But don't let that like deter you from this figure. It's still a nice figure. Yeah, do that, and then come over here and when you put one other thing I forgot to hold on when you. Oh yeah, when you pull the foot down. Yeah, when you pull it down as well, this little panel thing will pop in. Yeah, it'll go in there, and this will slide up. So then you fold this up. Well, before that, fold this down, collapse it like that, then fold it up, and then connect it like this. Like this will peg into there. However, it's really loose on mine. I guess I transformed them too many times and it got damaged. But yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. In fact, when I do it with the other leg, it's a lot more solid of a connection. Just go up here. So this will fold up, pull this down, fold up, go in, and then this will pop up. And that's like the one automorph that this thing has. Fold, collapse that down, fold up, and then it popped off. Wow. Connect it back in. Connect it. Whoa. Whoa. What is wrong with my figure today? Just didn't want to cooperate. What's wrong? I've got nothing but good things to say about you. There. So then pop it in. And there we go. Okay. Success. Minor technical difficulties, but success. I don't know why the legs have been giving me so much trouble lately. Yeah, this one's loose on mine. Don't like I said, don't worry about that on your copy. This is not a common issue. Just I don't know if something happened with mine. But yeah, legs are done. So then we go in here, fold these up. Let me it's getting a bit tall now. So then you go in here. Hey, he's just falling apart. This does not look good. I'm telling you, he's a good figure. Get in there. Get in there. And then fold this entire assembly in. Here's my first real complaint. I would have liked if this thing would have clicked somewhere. I wish this would have clicked in. And the second complaint, I wish the head would have also clicked in. They don't. The head is just sitting there. It's on a pretty tough joint, but it's just sitting there. I would have liked for it to click. And this for also to click into place. They don't. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Then you come back here, and then fold it in, and then Fold it into place, like so. Then fold in, fold over, push in. There you go. Fold in the blue, fold this down, put down the shoulder armor, slide these around, slide those around, and slide the other one around. And there we go. This is his not very movie accurate, but still pretty nice robot mode. And to be honest, after messing around with this guy, which apparently I've done too much because of his leg is now loose. So yeah, be careful when you do something too much. Everything's wrong in excess, but too much of a good thing. Well, okay, whatever. Disregarding the leg, which was probably my fault for messing around with him too much. This is a really neat figure. And yes, and everyone has always had the same complaint about this. He has a big backpack. Yes, he does. However, and I'm going to bring in an older figure, previous figure. Here is Evasion Mode Optimus, which pretty much he's going to represent he is my most movie accurate Voyager Optimus Prime that I own. So you put them side by side. This is what the movie version is supposed to look like: tall, big, and slim. He's supposed to be like a slim figure, not really big and bulky. This guy, however, is big and bulky. So what I like to think is that this figure is an armored up version of Optimus Prime. Like, what if Optimus Prime, kind of like what happened in the show Transformers Prime, he got upgraded into a bigger and bulkier form? That's what this kind of reminds me of. I mean, look at them side by side. This looks like an upgraded version of this. So yeah, put evasion mode aside. So I do like this figure, and I like that it's a nice detail. This looks like an Optimus Prime that could realistically exist. That could happen. It just looks like an armored up version, and I like that. I really do. It adds an extra layer to this already solid figure. And for articulation, you move these up. Arms go that far. Do that. Elbow, ball joint, head swivels. And talking about the head, that is a really nice head sculpt. Even though the figure as a whole is not really movie accurate, this head sculpt is incredibly accurate and really nice. That I really like. That is really nice. The legs, if they were working properly, can do a really nice kick. They're on soft ratchets. And can do a pretty good knee. No ankle pivot or anything like that. But yeah, overall, like when I not with the overall. And because I see him as an armored up version, this backpack, I think if you use it in conjunction with the with his smokestack cannons, could actually be a plus if you have just a little bit of imagination. Like, you put him like that, it looks like he's got artillery. Yeah, he's raining down artillery fire. Or if you point these down, maybe like let's see, like this, you could say it's a jetpack. Optimus Prime on a jetpack, or like a jump, what is a booster pack or something, where you can fly around like this. So yeah, with just a little bit of imagination, you can make this backpack work in your favor. And I like that. I like that you have with that you can have that this what everyone figures is like a really big negative. I find it to be a positive under the under the right mindset. This backpack could be a positive. Plus, I actually really like these cannons. I really like them. You just pop them onto his wrist. I also like that the handle can actually go in his hand, but the hand isn't really holding it. But I do like that they give the illusion that he is holding it in his hand technically. So then we have his awesome, really cool looking twin smokestack cannons, which are really nice. So yeah, I kind of understand why this figure was reused so much. Now, there's probably like some real reason, but I kind of understand it, because this is a very nice figure. This is a solid figure. And I still bummed out that I probably messed up his leg, because this one's fine. Well, Sort of fine, but it's fine. It's more solid than this one. I honestly don't know what happened to this one. But yeah, this was a pleasant surprise. And I recommend him. I really do genuinely recommend this figure. Him or any of his repaints. Don't let his lack of accuracy deter you from getting this figure. This is a nice, solid figure. Really like it. Lots of options. And like I said, it's a very satisfying transformation. Not too complicated, but not too simple. But it's really nice. And like I said, just to bring him back really quick, he looks like an armored up version of regular movie Prime. So, what else? I think I mentioned earlier, this figure was repainted one final time as something called Defender Optimus Prime. So yeah, this Revenge of the Fallen one is the second to last version, second to last Prime that would utilize this mold. And like I said, I recommend this or any of his repaints, his previous versions or even the one later version after this one. It's a nice solid figure, and I do recommend it for anybody. It's a good figure. I don't know what it is about Optimus Primes, but like 9 times out of 10, if you want a really solid figure, go check out, look at the Optimus Primes, because so far, all the ones that I own, I just love. I love all the Optimus Primes that I own. And this one being just a bonus with the Ironhide, I was pleasantly surprised by how fun and just overall cool this guy is. Even if he doesn't have his energy swords, which I always prefer Prime having his energy swords over his cannons, but this is really nice. There's nothing else to say. I really like this figure and I highly recommend it. See, do I have any other thoughts? Nope, nothing else. Like I said, my 2 complaints, and they're kind of minor. I wish this would click into place. Well, I would wish this would click into place, and this would also click into place, because I feel that there's a bit loose, and also I wish that this leg didn't fail on me. I am a bit frustrated about that. I mean, I'll try and find a way to fix it. So, trying to think. No, that's it. Got nothing else to say. Solid figure. Really like it. Highly recommend it. So, this has been my review of the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.